Welcome to this lecture. My name is Mark Scythian. The date today is September 10th, 2024. The title of this lecture is Exploiting the Low Cellular Efficiency of Cancer Cells, Starving Cancer Cells to Death. So assume we have a few defective cells with the ability to reproduce. We'll just call that cancer cells. And they are coexisting with a group of healthy cells. And so this is normal. We have a few defective cells that the immune system receives a load so it can do some sort of immune response. And so we can look at the cancer cell as being highly inefficient or damaged, similar to a very defective car or a barely functioning car in a junkyard. We can compare the healthy cells in green to brand new race cars right out of the factory. So because the cancer cell has such a low cellular efficiency, CE, that is the ratio of the power output of the cell divided into the power input or nutrition going to that cell. So we'll say it's grossly inefficient. Cancer cells require quite a lot of energy to survive. So you could maintain and help spread that cancer by increasing the food intake, and something cancer cells really love because they're so terrible in efficiency is they love the sugar, especially these high energy density synthetic refined sugars found in soft drinks and cakes. And so anyway, because the efficiency is so terrible in a cancer cell, requires more energy to survive and then perhaps replicate or reproduce. So what was that cancer cell before becoming one? It was a healthy cell which was damaged by different forms of toxicity, supported by poor hydration, so not enough purified water. All the toxins build up in the body, and then they start to damage healthy cells in green and then turn them into damaged cells in red, or cancer cells. But the thing is, we would assume that those cells would just not survive and die off, but if they did adapt and survive, now they have the ability to cell replicate while being dysfunctional. So if we collect enough toxicity and defective cells in one area, that is commonly known as a tumor. So what happens? We can continue to maintain a cancer cell by poor hydration. Again, refined sugar poisoning. So we can take the synthetic sugars that are in a lot of foods and poison the body, and then the cancer cells are going to survive off that high energy density sugar poisoning. And then we combine that with poor nutrition. So we're helping the cancer cell and we're not helping the healthy cell. When we have the refined sugar, the poor hydration, the poor nutrition, and of course physical and psychological stress makes the event of helping cancer cells grow proliferate. So now we can compare it to the healthy cell. A cellular efficiency of 95% requires very little energy to survive. So assume we had little food, no sugar, and we started to implement fasting, purified water hydration, no sugars and sweets. So what would happen is the healthy cells would surely survive, but the cancer cells would not. They can't live off the fasting and the no sugar and the good nutrition and the little food etc. So we couple in hydration, so more of the toxicity is channeled through to the lymphatic system and then to the excretory system. And so we're removing these toxins that damage healthy cells and also starving these cancer cells to death over some time so that their proliferation decreases. And so if one did not get scared when they see lumps on their body and know that their own choice to make their body toxic over many years has helped to collect a group of dysfunctional cells in one area that becomes a tumor mass. And so the first step is to starve them out, change the lifestyle, get the toxicity out, go on long fasts, water hydrate. And it is a long process, 6 months, 9 months. Blueberries are very good, turmeric is very good, ginger is very good, long fast. And then these healthy cells in green, they surely survive, they actually optimize. But then the red cancer cells, they start to wane and lose their energy and die. And this is when tumor masses start to get smaller and smaller until they disappear. So this is the best way of, at least before the point of no return, until entire organs have been taken over, to place the stasis of cells into a localized state, followed by starving them out. So the goal is zero proliferation, and often this is replaced with words like remission, as if it will return. But everything's based on energy. So if you have a very poor, low efficiency damaged cell, it requires much more energy to survive. Whereas healthy cells require very little energy to survive because their efficiency is so high. So when you understand this concept, it is practical to implement a fasting regimen before this happens so that you live through your life cancer-free. Thank you for watching this video and have a great day.